Adrenal fatigue recovery tips for adrenal fatigue and anxiety. G'day. I'm here to tell you about some free tips that I have made available to you online, and it's help you to reduce your stress. Stress is a big deal for millions of people in today's world. However, these particular stress release techniques are very, very different to a lot that you read about online. For the reason that these particular stress release mechanisms are all related to your nervous system. And if you can tune up your nervous system, you will be healthier. You'll be healthier almost overnight. A lot of stress release tips are related to diet, changing lifestyle, which is all these are very valid and very important points, which I would suggest to include into these particular tips that I'm going to share with you. And certainly drink plenty of water and get plenty of rest and a certain amount of physical exercise and to socialise with positive people. All of these things help. However, some people have adrenal fatigue, and this is adrenal recovery tips. So this is to help you recover from adrenal overload. And what a lot of people aren't aware of is that there's 6 muscles in your leg and thigh, say in your thigh part and your legs, that are all related to the adrenal system, directly related to your adrenal system. And these muscles get overtight, especially the calf muscles. You see so much in today's world how people are getting muscle cramps, and most of the muscle cramps are in the calf muscle. And they're talking about lactic acid and so on. But really what it is the muscle is overtight. And just rubbing it with your elbow or massaging it, that's fine for a while. But the message between the muscle and the brain is out of sync. And there's 2 types of receptors. One is related to how far the rate of change is, and the other one is how fast it gets there. And these 2 systems get completely confused, and the brain goes into a protective mode. And especially if there's been some injury in the past, and it has the memory of the injury. So what these tips will do is teach you how to reset these muscles to your brain neurology. So it's very, very important. And there's one for the big toe, flexor hallucis longus. There's one for the flexor brevis, the 4 digits, the 4 toes. There's another one with the calf muscle, the gastroc muscle. And there's another one with the soleus muscle. And the soleus muscle is the one that bends when you're lifting your knee. And all of these are overtight, what we call hypertonic. And hypo means over. So the hypo or hyper actually is hypertonic, not hypo, it's hyper, which means that they're overtight. And in fact, when you've got adrenal fatigue, every muscle in your body, arms and legs and neck and back and chest and abdominals, they'll all be overtight. And very soon there'll be a program to teach you how to release all of that. However, in the meantime, you need to be able to tone down these leg muscles so that your adrenals can tone down. And people are saying, oh, I'm running out of adrenaline. No, you're not running out of adrenaline. It's just overactive. So these particular leg muscles are directly related to the adrenals. And I've been doing this type of work since 1985 when I first learned it, 1990 when I went professional, and I've been doing it ever since, and it just works. So I am putting tips online for you for free so that you can get some experience and some results immediately. Now that's the first and probably one of the priorities. The last tip is also a major. And the next tip that I'm offering is what we call emotional stress release. And it is to help bring energies back up into your conscious mind, up into your forebrain. And what happens is when you're in this overprotective state, fight, flight, however you want to call it, you're in survival mode. And your back brain thinking, you're actually not thinking, you're reacting. And when you get into a stress situation, you only have to touch these particular points that are on your forehead, and I tell you what direction to put your eyes in and how to breathe and what to say and what not to say. And what it does, it just brings all that blood back up into your forebrain, into your reasoning brain, where you can make better decisions. A very, very important technique. So it's a tip for helping yourself. If you've got a child or something like that and they hurt themselves, you can do this immediately. And you will be amazed to see the immediate results when you do this to a child. And they'll just, when it's gone, because you're giving them a bit of a hug at the same time, so there's nothing like parental love, and you're touching these particular points, and it's gone in no time, and the next minute they'll just take off from under your hand, and you think, wow, okay, it's happened, it's done its job. Then the next very, very important tip is about neurological switches. These are master switches that interact between the head and the body. And what they will involve is a couple of points just under the collarbone to the navel on one side with eye movement, particular eye movement, and some will be the tailbone to the collarbone, and this is a front to back energy switching, and another one will be the tailbone to the navel. That is another front to back switching, and all of these are demonstrated in these free tips. So I highly recommend you to go on the link below and join up, sign up, get these free tips. They will start empowering you. They'll start giving you back your life. Now, the next tip that's available is one that we call a cross crawl, and this helps organise your brain, different quadrants of your brain. And so what you're doing, you're learning to march, and as you march, you're putting your eyes in particular directions. And for some people, it'll be a bit of a challenge. So if that's a bit of a challenge, just do it this way first, and then bring this part of it into it second. And then there's another particular mechanism that we use same side. So these are all very, very specific neurological activators to help get your brain organised. It's all about the corpus callosum, that connector, bundle of neural fibres between right and left hemisphere. And it's to re-establish this inter-brain connection, top to bottom, front to back. Very, very important. The fifth tip that I'm offering you is one to help you calm down. So if your mind's a little bit racy, you can sit with your leg crossed in a particular way, hold your ankle in a particular way, hold your foot in a particular way, and just think of the words peace, calm, serenity, however you want to think of, but keep them positive. It's all about positive connectivity. And this will just calm down the mind. And after you finish doing that, you can just bring your hands together for a minute or two and just think of the same positive words. However, the last tip is a very, very, very important tip. So for people who have got tight neck muscles or you experience headaches or migraines. And I call it the 10-second migraine release or migraine headache release. And it's all about tight muscles around the neck and around the jaws and on the side of the head and the back of the neck. And when you do this particular exercise, this will release a lot of tension out of your neck, out of your shoulders, upper trapezius muscles, and also what it does, it frees up the neck to some degree, and it gets rid of headaches. And I've been doing this particular process for the last 27 years, can you believe that? And I might be somewhere and I see somebody with a frown on their face and I look at them and I say, you don't have a migraine, do you? And they'll say, oh, I've had it for 3 days. And then I'll say, well, look, I've got a technique that can kind of get rid of that pretty quickly. Are you willing to give it a go? And they'll say yes. And I just do these little flickings and you will see it on the video. And I do these particular flickings and I reset all the muscles and right and left, turn the head right and left and up and down and front and back, do their jaws and the side of the head, and you see a smile come on their face. And I say, how's your headache? And I say, what headache? It's gone. How'd you do that? How did you do that? And then they'll say, oh, you're a miracle worker. Well, you kind of got to know what you're doing. So I am willing to share with you all these very valuable secrets. And they're valuable secrets. And this is to start getting your life back together again. We're too much in the habit of racing down to the drugstore or whatever and trying to find a quick fix pill. Whereas you have all the information inside you. All you have to do is learn it. And I'm willing to teach you, show you, demonstrate to you that you have the capabilities. And if you just do these tips alone, you will find your right and left hemisphere integration will happen. And the biggest problem that I have observed of doing this work professionally since 1990 is very, very, very few people have a right and left hemisphere integration. They'll be strong on one side and the other side won't be functioning at all. And you can tell what type of person they are. If they're strong on this side, they're one particular type of person. And I'll say, oh, you're good at this and this and this and this. And I'll say, well, how do you know? Well, I do, because I've been doing this for a long time. They might be strong on this side, and I'll say, gee, you had difficulty at school doing this, this and this. And I'll say, I was shocking at maths. So what happens is your artistic brain may be on, and you're good art-wise, not so good on the logic side, or vice versa. So what this will do is enhance the right and left brain integration. So I just pray that these tips will benefit you. I know they'll benefit you. They've benefited hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people. And just do it. Just go to the link below and switch on it. It'll take you to the website and just join up. Just join up. And if you have any questions, please, please, please send me an email, because I want to know your story. I want to know how I can help you. I have so much valuable information, and I want to share this valuable information with you and with your friends and with others and with the whole world, so that we can make this a better place. Thank you.